Twin flames, signs and meaning of relationships, how to recognize this connection and reunite. Twin flames are two individuals who are inseparably linked to each other by one soul. You are the embodiment of yin and yang, the divine masculine principle and the divine feminine principle. You are exact mirrors of each other, the essence of twin flame relationships in general. Such individuals are incredibly similar in their worldview, complement each other, and have an unbreakable connection on a subtle level. This encounter is both a gift and a challenging trial for both. Your twin flame is your partner, main teacher, and your reflection. You are each other, and he is you. Twin flames reflect to us all our shadows and hidden fears, as well as our true inner beauty and strength. You feel the connection not only on a physical and emotional level, but also on a soul and spiritual level. Twin flame relationships will be simultaneously complex and healing. Why did you meet? Twin flames meet and reunite before ascension or to fulfill a mission on Earth. They are old souls. The main task of their physical union on Earth is to channel strong energies of love, and also to teach true love to others. In this way, they help the planet transition to higher frequencies. However, before giving love to others, one must learn to unconditionally love oneself and one's twin flame. So your union is not a romantic fairy tale to satisfy the ego, but a service to the planet and its inhabitants. Signs of twin flames. Each couple has its own unique story. However, there are common signs by which you can determine whether you are twin flames. Not all of the listed signs necessarily have to be present in your relationship, but the general tendencies are as follows. Strong mutual attraction to each other immediately after the first meeting. It is important. Mutual. Mutual love at first sight is often about twin flames. You may not say a word or communicate at all, but you already feel an incredible attraction and tension, as if you've met something yours and long familiar. For most ordinary people, it often happens like this. They communicate for some time. There is some sympathy, maybe a slight infatuation, passion. It's possible to meet up. Attachment develops over time. It's not like that with flames. They are immediately drawn to each other. They immediately attach and understand that they have always loved this person. At the first meeting, there is an immediate recognition, a shock at the first eye contact. It may also seem like you've been burned by the person. One of you may not be able to withstand it and look away. It's hard to look into each other's eyes. In most cases, one of the partners or both find it difficult to look into each other's eyes. This causes confusion and tension, perhaps an inexplicable fear. One of the partners may start running away. The charge between you is so great that one of the partners starts unconsciously running away from the other. He may feel a fear of intimacy, tension, etc. The energy created by you together is so great that one or both cannot bear it. Then you become the runner and the chaser. Both reveal each other's dark sides. Your fears emerge, your own shadows, because you are mirrors of each other. Partly this is why it's difficult to look into each other's eyes and the running away begins. It's running away from oneself. What fears could these be? Here are just a few examples. Fear of abandonment or rejection, fear of failure, lack of self-confidence and strength, self-loathing, fear of loneliness, excessive egocentrism, pride, fear of intimacy and openness, fear of appearing weak, fear of being authentic and not using masks. Each has their own, but the partner will definitely reflect it, causing you pain, and you to them. You don't want to hurt each other or manipulate. Even if the partner has hurt you with their actions, they did it unintentionally, not deliberately. They simply unconsciously reflected your dark sides. See previous point. Twin flame relationships are not relationships of victim and manipulator. You are equal beings who cherish each other despite all the difficulties. You will inevitably part ways, or one partner will run away, or both will want to break the unbearable bond, or life itself will separate you. Circumstances will unfold. Parting is necessary for you to grow, to prepare for the upcoming relationship with each other, because you are both not ready for them at first meeting. You are not yet mature personally and spiritually, and therefore you simply cannot withstand the energies that will flow through your connection. Both of you are very similar, not about appearance. You often have similar interests, almost identical views on life, similar aspirations, similar musical tastes. Life circumstances may be similar childhoods. You share the same values, desires, and dreams. When communicating with the partner, looking at them, or studying them, you may feel a sense of "this is me." Both of you are somehow connected to spirituality. Usually, such a meeting is given to old, developed souls, those who see and understand a little more than the average person. Both of you may be interested in yoga, Buddhism, and other philosophies, esotericism, shamanism, psychedelic journeys, transcendental psychology, etc. Although one partner may be more materialistic, often both of you strive for a higher spiritual or social goal. You are always together, not physically at all. In real life, you may have different families and live in different countries. However, after the first meeting and recognition, you will now always be together on a subtle level. You are indivisible. Mental connection. Many flames feel each other. Some particularly developed souls can even communicate telepathically. You may feel the presence of your partner in your life nearby or within yourself, even if they are on a different continent. A lot of pain and tears. When relationships don't work out and also after parting, both of you feel pain. Perhaps you will feel physically unwell. Perhaps you will shed many tears. Even after several years since meeting, you never stop thinking about each other even after many years. Your separation can last for years and decades. But even after this time, thoughts of this person will still come to you. You may be in other relationships, try to overcome it with an eye for an eye, but thoughts of your twin flame will not leave you. If only for a while, then they will still come back. There is synchronicity in your relationships. Have you ever unexpectedly found yourself in the same place at the same time with your twin flame? Unexpectedly bump into each other? Examples. You enter a hall and the only available seat happens to be next to that person. You stand waiting for the elevator, the doors open, and there they are. You cross paths on the street or in the hallway, etc. Your first physical meeting will inevitably lead to personal and spiritual growth. It changes and transforms you. After meeting and being apart, you begin to develop. For someone, their worldview may expand. Someone may gain new abilities such as clairvoyance, heightened intuition, or the gift of dreaming. Someone will finally realize their talents and understand what they want to do in life. They will find their path, their calling. There are many options, but definitely something will happen within you. Before parting, you don't necessarily have to have a relationship with each other. You don't even have to verbally communicate. You can simply feel the tension and mutual attraction while being in the same room and not physically interacting. And then, after some time, you'll leave each other's lives. However, after this meeting, you will not forget this person, and they will not forget you. About runners and chasers. After meeting in the relationships of many twin flames, there comes a phase of runner and chaser, when one partner chases the other and tries to make contact, and the second runs away, despite also loving. Sometimes this phase repeats several times. The runner and the chaser can switch roles. Essentially, chasing is also a form of running. When you chase your flame, you run away from certain aspects of yourself, hoping that your runner will fill your inner emptiness. Partly you chase them because you're afraid of being abandoned. You're afraid of being alone. You're afraid of getting hurt again, as you did in early childhood. At this time, the runner feels the same way. They run away because they're also afraid of being abandoned or rejected. They're afraid that the chaser will cause them pain in the relationship. They're also running away from themselves, not just their partner. Both of you have the same trauma but cope with it differently. Both of you put your partner on a pedestal and are afraid of each other. And both the runner and the chaser feel the same. 2 in 1, yin and yang. To end these swings and runaways, you need to face your fears and overcome your ego. It's the ego that prevents reunion. It breeds fears, self-loathing, and uncertainty in yourself and your partner. Because of the ego and childhood traumas, you remain at low vibrations which prevent the flame from manifesting harmoniously in your life. Try to work through your traumas independently or together with your twin flame, without running away and trying to fill the void with someone else. Accept yourself. Embrace your inner child. All suffering ends when you finally find inner strength, when you surrender and come face to face with yourself and your fears, when you become whole and reside in a state of self-love and love for the world. Your twin flame returns to your life, and then both of you can create harmonious, healthy relationships built on love. One of the partners may run away into other relationships. They may try to find a replacement to overcome it with an eye for an eye. They may flee into a profitable or just a comfortable marriage. They may start sampling different partners and engaging in short-term relationships. Usually all these people are their karmic partners or soulmates. In such relationships, there may be sympathy, passion, and romantic feelings. However, deep down there will still be a feeling that something is not right. If you're the one who ran away into other relationships, just think, what and who are you running away from? Why do you necessarily need to be in a relationship with someone at all? Maybe you want to drown out the inner emptiness. Are you uncomfortable being alone? Are you boosting your own significance in your own eyes? Think about it carefully. Deal with your inner shadows and demons. Be honest with yourself and with your twin flame. If your partner ran away into other relationships, relax and accept it. They're going through their own lessons. It's necessary for their soul and their development. Let it go. Focus on yourself, on your own lessons. You need to focus on self-love and raise your own vibrations. By helping yourself, you're also helping your twin flame because you're connected. More useful recommendations and a real-life example. Twin flames in separation. What to do during this time? Why are you given these relationships? What is the meaning and essence of twin flame relationships? Why did you meet in this life? Firstly, your soul split to experience duality. Secondly, your love for each other is so strong that you bring pure light energies to Earth, which is currently transitioning to higher vibrations. Being together, you illuminate the path for others. The whole complexity of reunion lies in the fact that the 3D world is harsh and materialistic, and people, including flames, have strong egos. Because of fears, traumas, complexes, and stereotypes that have formed within you throughout your life, you're unable to accept and realize the pure love you feel for your flame. You label it with earthly labels about male-female relationships. Your main lesson is to be honest with yourself and learn to love unconditionally. To love unconditionally not only another but also oneself. Learn to value and accept oneself. Learn to let go. You must realize that you are whole, that happiness is only within you, and you don't need anyone else to feel complete, happy, and fulfilled. It's a paradox, but only if you release your partner and become fulfilled and happy, you can reunite with each other on a physical level, no longer as halves, but as two complete and evolved beings. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting and giving up. Letting go means to stop suffering and redirect your love towards yourself. Because by suffering and longing inside, you generate energies of longing and suffering into the external world. The external world is shaped by your inner state, your emotions, vibrations. How to reunite with your twin flame. Reunion will only happen when you heal your own inner demons, heal your wounds and soul traumas, becoming a whole and conscious being. That's why you need to focus on yourself. Learn to listen not to the ego and mind, but to the heart and intuition. Your soul, your higher self, communicate with you through them. Stop holding on to comfort. This is one of the main reasons you get stuck in separation. Stop suffering. Overall, become the best version of yourself. Accept your feelings towards your twin and tell them about it. Don't deny them, part of yourself. Admit to yourself that you love. You are love. You need to focus on self-love, self-respect, self-worth, on your inner wounds. Think about what your twin teaches you. Work on your inner blocks and fears. And know this, a lasting union is entirely possible for every twin flame pair. Otherwise, you wouldn't have met each other in this incarnation. Love and faith are your main companions on this journey. Additionally, first, you need to accept that every soul has its own path. However much you want to be together, your twin flame partner is free to go their own way. Just let them go. They are free. You are free. However, letting go doesn't mean giving up on your feelings. You need to accept them warmly. The more pain of separation you feel, the longer your separation in the physical world lasts. Does your partner have other relationships, family and children? Do they live far away? Are you not communicating at all? Stop being jealous and clinging to the pain of separation. You shouldn't feel possessive. Because of it, you want to see your partner nearby and be together physically. Because of it, you miss and feel jealous. And thoughts of the person cause pain. With unconditional love, you release and simply become happy on your own. The Source, also known as God, the Absolute, all that is, etc., loves you unconditionally. It gives you freedom and lets you swim freely to unfold your potential, gain new experiences and impressions. That's how you should treat your twin flame partner. Remember, at the soul level, you're always together. Separation is an illusion created by your mind. Just feel and realize that your twin flame partner is always with you. They are you, and you are them. Second, this is the most important. You need to unleash your inner light. In other words, to feel inner, unconditional happiness, simply because you exist. Achieve balance and harmony within yourself. You need to understand, happiness doesn't depend on external circumstances and other people. Even if it's your twin flame, you, already valuable and fulfilled on your own. You already are the source of happiness and unconditional love, just like that. You exist, and that's wonderful. Do you take care of yourself? Do you love your body? Do you have favorite activities and hobbies? Are you passionate about something with all your soul? Do you love people and the world in general? How much do you enjoy each day? How much do you enjoy the sunlight, your own breath, the feeling of being present in this world? Your main task is to shift the focus of attention from your twin partner to yourself. You are the source of love and happiness. And yes, you won't stop thinking about your partner. These thoughts will just become warm and calm, without pain, without the desire to forget and toss them out of your mind. If you desire a relationship with someone out of a sense of lack and emptiness, if you desperately want to find your other half, these relationships are unlikely to be harmonious. But when you are happy alone and filled with love for yourself and the world, you don't feel the need for someone else, and the right person comes naturally, not because you need them, but for shared joy. You may ask, okay, if I am already the source of love and happiness, then why would I need a partner? It's simple. To multiply love and happiness for each other, already being in physical relationships, to reunite as two complete and equal souls. It looks like this. I am happy on my own. You are happy on your own. Together we are doubly happy and give ourselves to each other. This is harmony. Then the union becomes incredibly strong and resilient. You can channel strong energies and perhaps help other people, guide them, improve life on planet Earth. How not to? Without this person, life is empty and I am unhappy. They are unhappy too. We must unite together or else only pain, suffering, and inadequacy. No, it's not like that. That's what your mind says. But your heart knows you are always happy. Before doing anything, ask yourself, am I acting out of love for myself and for them, or out of fear, duty, guilt, etc.? Everything should be done out of love. Then harmony will come. The main thing is not to deceive yourself, but to listen to your heart. Advice. A couple of recommendations for self-improvement. Don't try to guess when you will meet. Fate can bring you together at any moment, but only when both are ready. Don't think, what if we meet in 20, 30 years? How awful. Or, I wonder, will I see her, him in a year/2/10? Or what if I am ready, but they are not yet? Your intrusive thoughts and obsession are linked to the desire to control everything, to fear, and the inability to surrender. Trust God, higher self, consciousness, universe, infinity. Shift your focus from the future to the present. There is only this moment here and now. Nothing else exists. There is only you and the moment. What are you doing specifically right now? Reading these words. When you drink tea, focus on your sensations, its taste, temperature. Watching a movie, concentrate on the movie. Drawing, focus on drawing. Don't wander into the future. The future doesn't exist. There is only here and now. By the way, learning to be in the moment is helped by meditation practice. If you're replaying memories of your first meeting in your head, don't focus on the pain it brought. After all, you enjoyed being together, didn't you? Did you like seeing and feeling that person? Thank them for those pleasant feelings. Say to the world, thank you for this experience, it was interesting. Say silently to that person, thank you for being in my life. Otherwise, I wouldn't have felt like this. If it hurts and you feel like crying, cry. It doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman. Disregard prejudices. Tears and crying are cleansing. They help release tension, rid yourself of accumulated negativity, and tune into a more positive wave. However, don't get stuck in the stage of suffering. Just live through it fully and intensely, then take a deep breath and tell yourself that everything is okay. The world is always perfect and balanced. Everything always happens as it should. Don't drown in guilt, especially if you're the runner. Don't spin mental scenarios like, if I hadn't done this, we wouldn't have broken up and would still be together. If I had behaved differently, the relationship would have worked out. You're not to blame. At that moment, you simply couldn't have acted differently. You were a person who had to do exactly that. You always choose the best option from the possibilities. Your breakup was inevitable. The meeting and parting were predestined and planned by the universe. Both meeting and parting serve your development. By the way, it will be easier for you if you mentally send your partner a "forgive me." Even if you don't feel telepathic connection with them, you can address the space and say something like, "Name, forgive me, I just couldn't have done it differently." It works. Don't blame your partner, especially if you're the chaser. They simply couldn't have acted differently. Moreover, most likely the person blames themselves. Just mentally send them your support. Send this person your love. Sometimes it's effective to say out loud into space something like, "Name, I love you. Everything is okay." Don't romanticize. This path is not about romantic relationships. It's about self-love, acceptance, trust in the world, and the development of your soul. Constantly thank the world. It fills you with inner love and helps you stay in the moment, here and now. Do you have 2 hands and 2 legs? Say thank you to the world. After all, someone doesn't even have that. Do you have a roof over your head? The ability to buy something nice for yourself? The ability to see and hear? Be grateful for it. Does your head not hurt right now? Your tooth doesn't ache? Say thank you for that too. Don't just thank for the sake of it, like, yeah, thanks. No. Try to really feel this gratitude. Look at your hands right now. Think about how many opportunities they give you. Feel it, and you'll be overwhelmed with gratitude to the world. Understand, your love for Pete, Lena, Maxim, it's not about Pete, Lena, or Maxim. It's your feeling. It means that love is inside you, not inside Pete/Lena/Maxim. So they can't give it to you, but you can give love to yourself. After all, thanks to the relationship with Pete/Lena/Maxim, you discovered it within yourself. So direct your love towards yourself. In other words, Pete or Lena is an empty vessel that you filled with your love and then forgot about it. Forgetting that it was you who filled the vessel, you believed that love is only inside it, and to receive it, you must possess that vessel. As a result, you chase after this vessel and focus all your attention on it, forgetting that within yourself there is a whole infinity of this love. Our twin flames open the door to immense emotional, psychological, and spiritual growth. Remember, you are love itself, love in its purest form. So you don't need to get it from outside, from someone else. We wish you inner harmony, balance, and self-love, and the rest will come on its own. Everything that happens in the world and in your life is for the good and for the better. Even if your mind thinks otherwise,